So the cart's in nice condition. A Square Enix game off the list. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, there's a good one. Pokken Tournament. For the collection, Kirby's Dream Course. Sonic Adventure. Alright, welcome everyone. Got another weekend pickup. A little less than some of my more recent pickups, where I've had some pretty large pickups, especially from garage sales, but this one was a little more toned down. Kind of a quiet weekend, but I still was getting good pickups. As you see, there's some good stuff over here of some trade-ins that I did. Usually I get bins full of just games that are less than $10, stuff that I'm not going to try to sell myself just because I don't feel like it's worth it. And I just traded in. And I got a whole bunch of credit and bought some really nice titles. But let's get started. I had a random garage sale, had some PlayStation games, Spyro, Hero's Tale. I actually need this. Bummer that it wasn't complete, but at least got a disc copy. Spyro's Ripto's Rage with the manual. They also had some air fresheners, so I picked those up. Figured why not. Okay, and the next pickup was just another random sale. I'm not sure why I bought some of these. They're actually in really nice condition. They were only $1, so Defender, Shadow Ops, Red Mercury. This kind of purchase is where I wish I was collecting because they're just like in such good condition. Barely played or something. World War II Combat, Road to Berlin, Rally Sport Challenge. Here's a decent one, Chicago Enforcer. But that's like a $12 game. And same with Doom 3, Resurrection of Evil. This next bundle was random Wii stuff. I asked them, hey, do you happen to have any games? And they're like, oh yeah, I have some Wii stuff I haven't had a chance to bring out yet. They brought it out and they're like, oh, they were supposed to put the system with it. I don't know where it is. Pick through. I actually kind of organized because some of them were missing games. So I showed her, oh, yeah, these are all missing the games. I just wanted $8 for all these. Picked up 2 nunchucks. Super Monkey Ball. Here's a good one. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. And Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Metroid and Smash, I think, are like 15, somewhere around there. So, for $8, it was definitely worth it. Right after that, like maybe 1 or 2 sales later, I found this next bundle, which is awesome. Just sitting out, like, didn't even ask about these. This PS3, they didn't have the cables or anything, and that was $20. He did want $5 for the per controllers. Nunchucks for $1. The games are all $2, I believe, a piece. So I found a Mario Kart. Very nice. Army of 2, 40 days. And I think that gives me all the Army of 2 games. I think there's like 3 of them on PS3. Doom 3, BFG edition. And Batman Arkham Origins. Well, let's get to some of these trade-in pickups. Very happy about these. I actually traded into 2 shops. Kind of trading in a small bundle at one, and then the other store I traded in more just because they had a bunch of stuff that I was looking for, which is always like PlayStation 1 and 2, rare RPG games, and then boxed Nintendo games, of course, I'm always looking for. So the first pickup, and I should say the trade-in was like around $400 total. There's just so many games. So I definitely picked out some nice stuff. The first one was Tournament Fighters. Very nice. This one isn't perfect. There's like a tear on the top there, as you can see. And in this corner where the Nintendo logo is. A little torn up, but not too bad. Very cool to get that. So the cart's in nice condition, which is good. And I think the manual, it's pretty good too. So I won't complain. Next, I did pick up an Ocarina of Time. And I think this is the non-gold cart box, but very nice condition. Like I'm looking at it and I wasn't sure if there was even really a problem with it. Very nice. This one was interesting because it didn't have a manual. So they kind of put a nice box with a no manual, and then the copy of the game was a little faded. Of course, I already had the game. I'll put my copy with it. I also have a manual. For whatever reason, I had kept some manuals from when I was a kid. Of course, all the games are gone. But the last one that I picked up was Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And this one was definitely in good condition. As you can see, very nice condition. Very happy about this one. But there's the cart there. Very nice. Condition cart. Nice condition manual. Very happy about that. Those were kind of the main ones. And then, of course, I also, as I mentioned, I'm focusing on PS1. So had to pick up some RPGs. Got Legend of Mana. Very nice. I realized they just recently put out a remake or upgrade of it, but Still very happy to get that. A Square Enix game off the list. And then I also picked up the first Suikoden. This one I'm definitely excited to try out. I never really played the Suikoden games. I don't know if there is a remake of those. Probably, right? And then there was another store, kind of a newer store in my area. Dropped off some stuff there and bought a few things. Got this Dino Wars. Very nice condition box, actually. And it's nice because I don't often get NES boxes. That's definitely, if anything, that's the one that I'm not focusing on because I just feel like I don't find them. You know, when I buy off of eBay, the lots, I don't see a lot of NES lots. So I just don't end up getting a lot of them. Happy to get one here. And I've never even heard of this game, but happy to get a nice copy of the game as well. Back on the PlayStation, I did see a copy of Dino Stalker, so I picked that up. You know, I don't. This one's probably like the cheapest out of everything. I don't know about the Dino Wars, how much that really is, but it's only like a $30 game. But man, do I never see a copy of Dino Stalker. Definitely rare, if anything, or uncommon anyway. I don't know, but it is a GunCon game. Yeah, it says GunCon 2 recommended, also supports standard controller, so I'm sure it's horrible to play with a controller. But yeah, that's it. Kind of for my pickups here. All right, good evening, everyone. I have another nice set of pickups. Very interesting, just single really good buys. This isn't one where I went to garage sales and picked up a few things here and there. This is like one really good stop, one really good stop. The first really good stop was a sale that I did some research to get a good pickup from. I try to check like Facebook Marketplace and sometimes Craigslist. I checked it the day before and I noticed there was a sale that listed in their thing. It was like furniture, Wii, Nintendo games. So, of course, that made me pretty excited for Nintendo games. Wii can be good too, of course. So I went to the sale. I was probably like 20 minutes early. I usually don't try to go early to sales too much. I've mentioned it before. I just don't like doing it that much, but it does work. It does help sometimes. This one, I just happened to be able to get too early because it was like a 9 o'clock sale, so I was already out. And it worked out because I was the only one there. I was able to find a Wii with some cables, very dirty. I actually don't have the Wii up here because it was very gross. And I tested it and the eject button doesn't work, but that's okay. The deal was so good that I don't even care if the Wii doesn't work. But they did have a Wii Sports case with Wii Sports Resort in it. Still need to test that guy, but assume it works. Next to it, that common Nintendo games, was a bowling ball bag, if you'll believe it, with a Super Nintendo in it. And it was pretty dirty as well. I've cleaned it. I actually went and opened it up, cleaned out the inside a little bit, washed the top, and the bottom I actually replaced with a non-working one that I have. So that's the extent I went to get this guy working again. But quite worth it because the board was good and it worked perfectly fine when I got it all put back together. So very happy to get that set up. It had 2 controllers, pretty good condition, not too bad. This one's a little messed up on the select button. And it had a stack of games, which was very exciting. We got SimCity, and I tested all these. They all work. Donkey Kong Country, Bassmasters Classic, Pac-Man 2 New Adventures, Wheel of Fortune Deluxe Edition. This is the first one for my collection because I didn't have that. You know, not too crazy of a pickup, but the nice thing about that is it's one of the empty boxes that I have. Not great condition box, but you know what? It's perfectly fine. It's another box game for my shelf with the Wheel of Fortunes. We got another one for the collection, Textures and Dr. Mario. And the best of all, for the collection, Kirby's Dream Course. Anyone who watches Game Grumps knows there are many, many hours of playing that, so happy to get a copy. But that's 3 more Super Nintendo games for me. And that bundle, the Wii, the 1 game, the Super Nintendo with the 7 games, that was $13. And that was just grabbing both of the crate with the Wii and the bowling ball bag, bring it up to them, and they were like, it's $13 for those. That's fine, right? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay, then the next pickup, you can see some nice stacks there. This one was kind of interesting. I went to a sale a little out more in the country and Bought a few electronics and found Twisted Metal Head On. Paid 50 cents for that. They had a bunch of stuff, and I asked about games when I found that. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of games, PlayStation and Switch. I just didn't bring them, but I'm gonna bring them tomorrow morning. I asked them when you starting. They said 7. Perfect. I'm gonna go on a Sunday morning. They're just at 7. Who's out on a Sunday morning garage sailing? So I figured my chances were pretty good, and they were. So I went there. They brought out a box full of games. Of course, they said PlayStation, but this happens, of course, a few times where it's like, oh yeah, I got a bunch of Nintendo or PlayStation, and then they bring it out. And it's like, that's not PlayStation, that's Xbox. But they were correct about the Switch games, which is awesome. Which I actually ended up with some empty cases anyway. Some Just Dance, empty cases, Pac-Man. Just because I didn't find all the empty ones. I was basically kind of doing the work of going through and checking all the discs. They did have an Xbox controller here, which, as you might notice, is a little beat up. Maybe it works, probably not. So $40 for, it's like 20 or so games, and of course the Switch games make it very worth it. So we got Disney Infinity, Mario Kart Wii, there's a good one, Just Dance 4, Minecraft, there's this random bridge PC game, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Call of Duty World at War, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Assassin's Creed 3, Borderlands, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Lego Star Wars 3, there's another Disney Infinity, Batman 2, Lego Batman 2, Halo 1, The Voice I Want You, Halo 2, Jurassic World for the Xbox One, a second copy of Minecraft, and then Rage. And then we get to the Switch games. There was like a Pokemon Shield that was empty, so I did give that back to him. This Minecraft was in a generic case, but picked that up. The best one that I'm most happy about is Super Mario Odyssey. I haven't played it and I don't have it, so definitely keeping that. Very happy to see it was there. There's Hasbro Game Night, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's a good one. Pokken Tournament. Thought about keeping that, but not too into that series, so. Okay, so the last two pickups I have, one's another Double Jump video games order. So, of course, I picked up some stuff for the collection while I had a little bit of a sale. Got Chaos Wars. I think that was like 16 or something.
While we're running like this,
But happy to get it. One of those PS2 games that I'd probably never find.
It's too late to find out anyway. That's the end of them. Hi, Gate Master. Long time no see.
you? What are you doing here?
I'm Yoichi of the Lewin. I know you well, Gate Master. I can't tell you why I'm here.
I did pick up SD Gundam Force Showdown sealed, because that was also like $16. I usually try not to buy sealed, but he had it for that price, and it's just another one that I don't think I've ever seen. And then the best purchase, amazing game, Persona 4, and I think this was like 26 with the deal. Got all that. It's got the music CD. I guess it's missing the case is not a double case, so I might have to replace that, but very happy to get that. This is a game that I played Persona 4 Golden on Vita, and I don't think it's a game that I ever would have played if I didn't start collecting, because I had no interest in getting a Vita, and there's no way I would have just bought this on a shelf. One of the games I'm very happy I started collecting for, because it made me play this game, and of course it's just an amazing game. I got one more pickup. This one's just another purchase from a friend of mine who is kind of selling off some of his games. So I went ahead and bought this stack from him, and there's really 3 games here that I was buying, but he threw in just whatever else he had, I guess from his old Dreamcast collection. So there's 2 PlayStation Magazine discs in there, nothing too crazy. This one he kind of threw in NFL Blitz 2000. But here's the 3 that I wanted. No manuals, unfortunately, but there's some good ones in here. Hydro Thunder, Sonic Adventure, very nice. The big one, Skies of Arcadia. See the side there. Kind of sad it doesn't have the manual, but still. Definitely a big hitter on the Dreamcast. Happy to get that. And show the other disc real quick. Kind of an interesting looking disc. It doesn't, I don't think it has the name of the game on there. It's always interesting when some of the games do that. You didn't have the case, you just had the disc, you'd be like, what game is this again? I don't even know. Both discs, it's got the back, so very nice. Happy to get that. Like I said, those 3 are for the collection, which is nice because my Dreamcast collection is still embarrassingly small. But that's all I have for this set of stuff. Some interesting individual pickups, you know, when I'm out and about. I don't always find stuff, but happy to find like these few sales where I just got really good pickups.